You know that quiet whisper in the back of your mind? The one that tells you to just hang on, to just wait a little longer, that someone, or something, is on its way to rescue you. That voice, it feels like hope, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a tranquilizer for your ambition. It is, without a doubt, the single most dangerous story you can tell yourself because it promises a rescue that is never, ever coming. And let's be crystal clear about something. This is not a harmless fantasy. It's not some cute daydream you have. No, it is a meticulously constructed psychological trap. It's a profound act of self-sabotage that paralyzes your will, drains your power, and absolutely guarantees you stay right where you are, waiting.
Welcome to Unspoken Rules.
This is the channel that confronts the brutal psychological truths that run your life, the ones society has conditioned you to ignore. We don't deal in comfort here. We deal in reality. And today, we are going to dismantle the most widespread lie of them all, the belief in a financial savior. So let's start with the lie you tell yourself. It feels good, doesn't it? It's like a warm blanket on a cold night. But it's still a lie, and it is costing you absolutely everything. Let's put a name to this, the financial savior complex. This isn't just wishing for a better life. It is a deep-seated psychological dependency. It's the core belief that some external force, a lottery ticket, a surprise inheritance, a wealthy partner, is the only way out of your financial hardship. This isn't just passive hope. It actively stops you from taking control yourself. It's a pathology of passivity.
And this dependency, well, it shows up in a couple of classic ways. On one side, you've got the lottery mindset. This has nothing to do with math and everything to do with the psychology of desperation. It's a system designed to sell hope to people who are starved of it, completely bypassing rational thought. And on the other side, the Cinderella complex. This is that deep, often unconscious desire to be rescued, not just from money problems, but from the challenge of independence itself. They look different, but they're just two heads of the same monster, the complete surrender of your personal power.
So, how does this trap actually work? You have to understand, this isn't random. It's a structured, self-reinforcing prison. And the scariest part? You're not just the prisoner. You're the architect. This is not a fairy tale that's just waiting for a happy ending. It's a psychological script. It's a predictable drama that you act out over and over again. And the blueprint for this prison? It has a name in psychology. It's called the Cartman drama triangle. It's a toxic, closed loop, and once you're inside it, it's almost impossible to see the way out. Now look at this. This right here is the whole toxic ecosystem. You've got three roles. First, the victim. Their whole emotional state is helplessness. They avoid all accountability by waiting for the rescuer. The rescuer is driven by a powerful need to feel needed, so they jump in and enable the victim, keeping them helpless. And then you have the persecutor, who is terrified of losing control, so they blame and criticize, keeping the victim oppressed. You see the loop? The rescuer's help prevents the victim from growing, which then justifies the persecutor's criticism. Each role needs the other two to exist. It's a perfect destructive cycle. So look at that triangle, and be brutally honest with yourself. In your own financial story right now, which role are you playing? Because you are playing one. We all are. There is no escaping it. The very first step to breaking free is admitting which part you've cast yourself in. Let's really deconstruct that victim role, because it is the absolute heart of the savior complex. The victim feels completely powerless. They blame everything and everyone else, the economy, their boss, their childhood. They truly believe they're incapable of handling their own life. But here's the most twisted part. The victim is secretly allergic to real solutions. Why? Because a solution would mean the end of their victimhood. It would mean they have to take responsibility. So they actively deny their own power. It is a choice that masterfully disguises itself as helplessness.
But why? Why does this victim mindset get its hooks in so deep? It's not just a bad attitude. There is a powerful psychological mechanism at play here that builds the very walls of this prison.
That mechanism is called learned helplessness, first identified by the psychologist Martin Seligman. This is a real documented condition. When you face repeated negative situations you can't control, maybe a job loss, crushing debt, a business failure, your brain can literally learn to be helpless. It starts to believe that nothing you do will ever make a difference. This is the psychological cement that hardens you into the victim role. You stop even looking for a way out, even when the door is wide open. This isn't a character flaw, it's a conditioned response.
And this right here, this is the crucial transition.
You might start with a simple situational hardship. That's just an external event, a circumstance. But after enough repetition, that circumstance turns into learned helplessness. And here's the switch. It moves from being something that happened to you to being something that you are. It becomes your identity. I had financial problems turns into I am bad with money. And once something is part of your identity, it feels permanent, unchangeable.
So, if that's the prison, what's the path to escape? I'm going to be straight with you. It is not easy. It's not a quick fix or a magic pill. It is a difficult, deliberate, and absolutely necessary path forward. Because no savior is coming. The only way out is through.
The poison of passivity has one and only one antidote. That antidote is autonomy. Not hope, not luck, autonomy. The decision to become the governor of your own life.
So, what is autonomy, really? It's a fundamental human need. It's that state where your actions are driven by your values, your beliefs, not by outside pressure, not by the roles in some drama, and definitely not by a desperate wish to be rescued. It is the polar opposite of being a victim.
And this is the core shift you have to make. Autonomy is not a mood. It's not a feeling that you just wait to arrive. It is a set of cognitive skills. It is something you actively build, brick by brick, through conscious, daily effort. You don't find autonomy, you forge it.
Okay, let's get practical. Research shows there are 3 core pillars to forging this autonomy. Number 1, financial literacy. This is the raw knowledge that turns confusing information into actual power. Number 2, mental budgeting. This is the skill of organizing and tracking your finances so you can gain control over them. And number 3, self-control. This is the raw ability to manage your impulses and choose the long-term goal over the short-term temptation. These are not personality traits. They are skills. Skills you can learn.
This brings us to the ultimate unspoken rule. The only true savior you will ever have is the person you build. A resilient, informed, and autonomous financial self. That's it. There is no one else coming to do it for you.
So I'll ask you directly. Now that you've seen the architecture of the prison, now that you understand the psychological chains that hold you in place, are you going to continue waiting for a savior that you now know, for a fact, is never going to show up?
The choice from here is binary. There is no middle ground. You can remain a victim of circumstance, trapped forever in that drama triangle, waiting to be rescued. Or you can decide, right now, to become the creator of your life. Someone who meets challenges with power and choice. Victim or creator? That's the only decision left to make. So the final question isn't for me. It's for you. Are you going to clip away from this and go back to living in the comfortable ignorance of the savior fantasy? Or are you going to hit that subscribe button right now as a conscious commitment, a commitment to seeing reality as it truly is, to facing the unspoken rules head on?
This isn't just a channel, it's a movement for radical self-awareness. Your instructions are clear. Subscribe to commit to the truth. Comment below with your commitment to becoming a creator. Ring that bell so you are notified for every single awakening. And hit the like button as a physical act of rejecting passivity. The choice is yours. Make it.